Okay, here we go now.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kawisi and I'm a cycling minister. So this race is Flat is Fast, Beach Island Loop, and it's stage 2. I'm not going to keep it for long. I'm going to take you straight to the last 5 mile of pain. So far this race has been pretty okay. If you want to see the longer version of the video, please check out my page. I just want to go to the last 5 mile of pain. Please enjoy the video.
Hi, welcome back to my channel.
So up until this point, there has been a few attacks. There has been a few people trying to go off the front and they get caught. This is the final, coming up to the final 5 miles where everyone are together, and there will be a next break again. So far I have used quite a bit of my match. Reason being, every time we reach on the hill, there's always a push. 4.5 watts up to 5 watts, sometimes 5.5 watts per kilo. It's not even a hill, just those rises, and it does eat up your energy. And when it comes to this point, I was pretty much holding on for dear life. Anyway, please see the longer video for more context on my page. Enjoy. Just when you think, okay, I have a good few minutes of recovery, here goes a next small rise coming up. And again, you have to be ready and in anticipation that even though it's only 3 point something percent, yeah, as you can see, people start to come around. And you have to be in anticipation. You know, you're going along the flat and you say you recover, this ride feels so easy, I'm enjoying the ride, and then boom, as soon as a climb come, everybody start to go 4.5 watts per kilo. And as you can see, they're taking off. I'm sliding at the back again, 5.4 watts per kilo. My heart rate is rising at this time. You know, we're 11 miles in and I'm feeling tired. I can feel it in my legs, all the hard work I did earlier on, but I'm determined to stay in it. I'm determined to say, you know what, I'm not going to let them go, because I know that recovery is coming. So if you can just do this VO2 max or anaerobic effort, eventually I hope that they'll ease off and I can get a rest. As you can see, my heart rate 181, 4.2 watts per kilo. But I'm determined. Listen, I'm not gonna get dropped. I'm gonna get back into the mids. As I always said, I'm not the heaviest and I'm not the lightest, so this course should suit me well because I'm right in the middle. I'm 72 kg. As a matter of fact, when I checked this morning, I was 71 point something, 71.5 kg, I believe. So I'm right in the middle. So I'm just determined to get back on, and then now I can back off, relax a bit, and we got a nice little flat section coming up. Get the heart rate down, get the legs recover, and hopefully I have enough ready for the sprint finish, because I know it's going to be a sprint finish. And one of my problem as well is I'm enjoying the race. I think it's going nice and easy. I think, oh, why are we going so slow? You know, we should be going faster. But then after 20 minutes in the race, when you have to dig into your glycogen, going to your zone 4, zone 5, eventually it start to add up and your legs start to get fatigued, and that's when the race become hard. Now we're about to enter a next 3 point something percent climb again. It's not a climb, it's just like a hump in the road. But again, everybody's so excited, everybody's so anxious, and you have to be a part of it, or else you will get dropped. And the last thing I want to do is to get dropped and then get stuck in the middle, and then I'm taking all the wind in my face. I'm determined I'm going to stay on there. I can look in the far distance and there is a break. And I'm determined that, you know what, 3.8 miles to go. I'm not going to panic. However, whoever is going, I'm going to be on their wheel. I will not be the one to chase them down, because I know at this point I don't have the legs and I don't want to lead anyone in and eventually they pass me. But these guys now were hanging out there and everyone was hanging there, and just take it nice and easy. You know, these last few miles of the race, it become harder because obviously your legs are tired. So those two guys out there, they're trying to establish a break. We're keeping an eye on them, and I'm saying to myself, listen, don't expect me to chase them, because I know I don't have the legs. So I'm looking in anticipation, like, who's gonna go. because I know eventually somebody will try to bridge over. And if that person bridge over, I'm going to be on their wheel. Yes, I'm on the front, I'm taking some wind in my face, but it's okay for me to work because I don't like people who just sandbag and don't do any work. And I like to be at the front, as I said, just so I can see what's going on. If somebody decide to go, I can jump on their wheel. So he's going, and I said, dude, you ain't gonna leave me. If you're going across, I'm gonna be on your wheel. But it's only 2 of them, and we still have over 3 miles to go. So we don't need to panic. We don't need to try and shut them down too early, because I'm almost positive that they will get caught. However, sometimes the peloton fall asleep, and without you realizing, the gap can open up. So again, I'm taking my time, drop back. The next guy, as you can see, just went to bridge over, and I was wondering, should I go, or should I not? But then there's a 1 second gap start to open up. 4 watts per kilo, 4 point something watts per kilo. Take my time, ease off. If somebody time to come around and pull. I want to work because I enjoy doing work, but I don't want to do all the work. And I don't like those who just sandbag. If you're one of those guys who just sandbag and don't do any work, because even though it's a race, even though I want to win, but I enjoy, feel like I work. I enjoy looking at my stats to know that, okay then, at least I put some work in and I'm gaining some fitness from it, especially when I don't have enough time to race and train at the same time. So my racing is also my training. So I like to do my best. So yeah, last few miles coming up. Those guys are still hanging out at the front. It's only a 2 second gap. The gap keep on fluctuating, and we're so close, but hey, we still hasn't closed the gap as yet. So let's watch this last 2.5 mile. Let's see how it plays out. Just let you know, at this time my legs were tired, heart rate 177. I was just trying to hold on because I reached too far to get dropped. I believe at this point there were a few who got dropped, I think. Yeah, but I'm just determined stay with this group, because if I stay with this group, hopefully I can finish well. At this point of the race, they ain't taking no prisoner. There's just no easing up, and I keep on finding myself taking wind in my face. Here are a few guys coming around, and I'm out the saddle, 5.5 watts. I said, okay then, if this is it, I'm with it. If these are the guy that's bridging over, I'm gonna be with them. And eventually they ease up again. So the gap is still hanging around 1 to 2 seconds. I don't know if the peloton enjoy having them in front like a daddling carrot, something for them to chase. But again, chase is not up to me. But if you're chasing, I'll jump on your wheel because I'm not fit enough, I'm not strong enough to chase. Come on, who's gonna be the man? Who is gonna be the man? Who is gonna bridge over? Because I'm pretty sure someone at some point will try to bridge over. Maybe 1, 2, or 3. And the last thing we want is for 5 people to bridge over. Because if 5 people bridge over with say 1.7, 1.5 miles to go, I don't think we'll be able to catch them. So that's why, again, I'm still on the front, taking wind in my face, doing a bit of work, because I want to be in that mix. I want to be in the mix at the sprint at the end. I don't want to be too far back. Maybe my strategy is not the best strategy. See someone say go get them, so I think somebody is coming around now to go and get them, because we realize that it's 1.5 miles to go and no one is in eager to chase them down. And there he goes, there he goes. Was this the point I decide I'm gonna go as well? He's trying to bridge over and I'm still in the front. I didn't commit myself because I didn't want to use my last match that I have. So again, I ease off because I'm doing some work. I'm initiating others to come around so we can all work together to chase them down. So yeah, at this point there's no letting up, there's no time for break, there is no time for recovery, there's no time for zone 2, as if you keep your eyes on the power. Yeah, there's just no time. Again, every time I find myself on the front, I take time, ease off the power nice and slowly, just to allow others to come through. The last thing you want to do is ease off the power suddenly, because everyone will come fly past. So you got to take your time, ease off the power, still be aware of your surroundings. So as these guys are coming through, again, I'm back on the power. I don't find myself all the way at the back. Make it harder for me to work myself back up to the front again. Yes, I'm taking wind, I'm not best position, but I feel more comfortable here. So less than a mile to go, and you can see everybody start to wind up. But at this point I realized that, okay, then yeah, I give my all. Heart rate is 182, 5.44 watts per kilo. I don't have the legs, but I'm gonna keep going anyway, and hopefully I get a top 10 finish. This is what I'm saying in my head at the time. If I get a top 10 finish, well, I'm pretty chuffed, because when I do this race, as I said, it's also training for me, because I don't get time to do rides and to do training at the same time. So these races are also my training. If I get to do training, then that's fine, but I want to enjoy the race at the same time. But anyway, almost half a mile to go. Are we all together? No, they are still hanging out at the front. I think they're trying to establish what, a 4-second lead. But even at this point, if they decide to chase and close the gap, I don't think I'll have the legs to go with them. As you can see, the gap is open up between the chaser and I, but I just don't think that I have the leg to close that gap. So the best thing I can hope for is to maybe finish in the top 10, and eventually you're gonna see maybe a few people start to come around me. Yeah, I think in my next race I need to maybe hold back a bit more and see if I can better my result, take up some better position, so at least my result can be better, because again, I'm taking wind in my face. But every time I'm on the front, I try to go in the zone which I'm comfortable, because I'm not going to sprint or not going to lead anyone in for them to pass me on the finish line. Here we go, here we go, here we go, the final sprint. Bam, there you go. It was a tough race, but I really enjoyed. This said I came 8th, but actually over Zwift Power they update my thing, and I'm pretty chuffed with my result. What do you think?